So continuing on the roof area where we're talking about stucco, if you look down in here, there's missing stucco in areas. And this is also the same area we were talking about in the bedroom where there was issues. It's further down the house, but it's all the way down. So I didn't see any issues in the living room or the other bedroom or anything like that, but there is missing stucco in this area, which could potentially lead to very slim chance moisture, but bugs and things like that. So there's products you could use. Even just building a box in there to seal it off would be a much better improvement than what is there now. All right, the pool. All right. I don't know if have you guys been here at all?
They've been here once.
Once, okay. There's some deterioration to the liner itself. Cracks, pitting like that. Nothing of major cracks, like oh my God, it's leaking. It's more of surface cracks, kind of like if you didn't paint enough. Those kind of cracks. It can be resurfaced, and if you've noticed, they've got a hose constantly dripping into the pool because the filter that's in the pit has a constant leak to it, almost dripping as fast as the hoses.
Oh.
So they're trying to keep up with it.
Now there's no heater or anything in that.
There is no heater. Looks like they do have one on the back patio, which can go in its place. The only issue is the hole to enter
Probably doesn't
is
fit.
much smaller than the unit
Don't
itself.
they have to raise those up out of the ground now for code?
I have no idea. I haven't checked the code on those recently.
I believe if you do work to the pool, like if you were to put a spa
Like a major
in,
set kind of
then
thing.
you would have
Yeah,
to bring
most
everything
likely,
above.
Because I know at my house they had the same thing. Mine's built in 52. So I run into the same age problems. And they actually filled that up, but since there was a gas line, I got a fire pit.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, it was a nice spot for it. Let's see, the coping edge. There's a couple of areas where it's loose. Just a real obvious example. It is loose. You've seen some shifting.
Okay.
You also want to seal between this edge and the top edge of the tile, which is part of the problem where you get a lot of this cracking and expansion here because the level gets too high, gets underneath, expands, contracts expands and breaks the concrete.
Okay.
The pool skimmer. The lid's obviously broken, but the skimmer, the way it's designed, is its level is lower than the level of the water of the pool. So you're actually probably getting some seepage down into this way, things like that. So this will have to be assessed. They do have liners.
Is that just because the pool level is up high, or is that the right level for the pool
I
water?
think the pool level's pretty much where it should be at. Usually you want it at the middle of whatever tile they have here.
Okay.
Sometimes they do two tiles. This is one long tile.
Okay. So it is definitely off.
Yeah, it could be a little higher than you want, but even then, you should have a couple inches leeway, and this is far from.
I think it has one of those dangerous suction
Yes, and it's
vents down
an
there that
older
can suck
filter
people
screen.
down.
Yeah, it's an older version. I wouldn't necessarily say it's dangerous. I've had them for 50 years.
Yeah.
And what kind of condition are we talking about with the equipment? Is it older equipment too? Or
It's definitely older equipment. This is your pit. You won't be able to see inside without a flashlight and stuff, but there's a filter right here. Your pump's right here. The heater used to go over here. That's your venting for it. It's gone.
Okay.
And then the filter where the inlet is from the pool, it's just leaking, like I said, like the hose.
Okay.
So definitely have a pool guy take a look at it. There's a lot of different seals on them that probably would have gone, and it's just rebuild the seal.
Okay. We're just stepping back here to notice that some of the walls are clearly needing some maintenance. They're cracked and kind of falling apart. And you can see the adjacent neighbors are very visible, so I have a feeling this fence might be something you want to beef up.
Yeah, and the one behind you is doing a renovation. They're getting solar. They just redid the pool. Looks like they're doing some landscaping. And maybe the other one is.
And that's beautiful.
Exactly.
That's a nightmare.
Taller wall.
Taller wall on that one.
It is a flat roof, so you'll have to keep up on the maintenance of that, which is every, I would say, few years, because now you're walking on it. Maybe even look into some sort of permanent tile or something like that to put on it so that it'll protect it a lot better. But as far as inside or anything like that, I haven't seen any moisture staining or damage.
Okay.
And it's on the opposite side of where we had discussed the other bedroom, so there's no concern there of that either. You know, it's a flat roof with a torch down asphalt sheets, so it's just kind of one of those maintenance items if you get a lot of people up there.
Okay, and I apologize, I started just a little
Yes.
late on the video, but you said that it's built stable, it's well
It
done?
is, yes. You've got metal beams going up at least 4 corners and then another 2 in the midsection.
Okay, so,
It's not going anywhere.
so if there was a large snowstorm, it would probably be fine.
Oh, yes, exactly. Well, I figured high winds.
Okay, high winds is good.
Yes, it won't,
Okay.
it won't work as a sail or anything.
All right.